Hello and welcome to the Growing Green podcast. Your host, Jeremiah Jennings, is the owner of Growing Green Landscapes in Birmingham, Alabama, and has a passion for growing the entrepreneurship community for those who are young in business. Being a business owner isn't easy, especially in the early years, and that's why in this show we dive into a wide range of topics covering all the challenges small business owners deal with. Even if your company is generating $1 million or more, the stories from our great guest and Jeremiah's own firsthand experiences will propel your business forward. And now, here's your host, Jeremiah Jennings.
What's going on, everybody? Thank you so much for tuning in to episode today here on the Growing Green Podcast. This is your host, Jeremiah Jennings, and I'm super pumped to come to you today with another fresh episode for your Wednesday. Hope you guys are doing well, having a great day today. We are out crushing it this week and bringing you a real-time show here on a Wednesday. We have a big day ahead of us. Got a cool little planting going in. The customer was been in construction his entire life, and he actually decided to build his own raised beds, and he did that, and now we're coming in and backfilling and plant designing and all that stuff. But he put in drains already, put in gravel on the bottom. It was great. So made our jobs a lot easier. All we got to do is pull some drip tubing through, and he already put sleeves in there. So we are rocking and rolling. You can tell he'd done it before, and it really helps. Makes our life much, much easier. But we are doing pretty good, in case you were thinking or wondering or asking how we were doing. We're doing all right. It's been a good year so far. It's been challenging. We've shared that. We shared the ups and the downs, and we're going to continue to share that here the next little bit. We have had a very interesting last couple of weeks. We had very low pipeline slow down, and then just have an influx has come in and waves come in of work, and so we have some good work on the books right now. We're continuing that, and we're going to keep on rocking and rolling. We got Christmas lights going up each and every day, which is a great thing. More Christmas lights coming in as we speak, so that's a good thing as well. We want to do as many of those as possible because it's one of those things that you got to make hay while the sun shines, and it only shines for about 2.5 months. So we're going to try to do what we can on that front. But I hope you guys are well, and just wanted to say thank you for your support. Look forward to seeing a bunch of you in Michigan this week. It's going to be a great weekend up in Michigan. It's probably going to be gloomy and cloudy and cold, but nonetheless, it's going to be a great time together. I am enjoying my 60 and sunny. It's actually 75 and sunny right now. 60 and sunny usually is in the mornings. 75 and sunny midday when you're listening to this. And so I'm really enjoying it. It's going to get cold next week, but we're going to keep on pushing as long as we possibly can. I had a good networking meeting this morning as well, and I actually had a good lunch yesterday. We had a good lunch yesterday with a guy that is actually local to me. It's a funny story how we met, and this is all the more reason to grow your network, right, and not to treat your people locally as all competition. He is a local guy to me. He is actually an account manager for a very large company. Actually, the company that, if you listened a couple of months ago, we talked about getting underbid on a school. It's actually the company that he works for. He's an account manager. It's not his company. It's a large company. So he's an account manager there, and we recently bid on another school that we did win, and we got to talking that day that we saw each other at that bid meeting again, and I was like, hey, let me get your number, stay in touch, and he texted me 2 weeks ago, and said, hey, man, let's grab lunch. So I wanted to catch up, and so I got to know him a little bit better, which is really cool, and turned out to be a really nice guy, and he was like, hey, we don't bid on all the stuff that we get that I see come in the door. They have 100 and 150 commercial properties, but he's like, hey, we don't really bid on all of this, so if I have more commercial stuff come in that we're not going to touch, I'll send it to you. So it's there you go. That is literally why you make connections and why you don't just treat everybody as straight enemies. Because if I would have done that, he would have never offered me that work. And now we could potentially get new commercial work out of it from a competitor. Can you imagine that? But anyway, as I get a sip of water here from my where did this water come from? I think it came from my refrigerator this morning, so I don't have those high dollar budgets like Brian Fullerton with the Fullerton Unfiltered podcast to go drink that Essentia. But anyway, what I want to get into today for a few minutes is I want to talk about discipline and discipline in your business. We had a good networking meeting this morning, and that's what I kind of shared about this. There was my day to kind of share about our business history and what we do and how we can help people, this, that, and the other. and I shared about this discipline topic. And I'm going to try to find a clip from Alex Hormozi that I saw a couple weeks ago that was really, really good. And, I play Hormozi clips somewhat frequently on the show just because I really like the way Alex thinks. I like the way that he presents himself. He doesn't act like he's got it all figured out, but he acts like he does have the years of business that he has, and he acts knowledgeable. And so I want to share that this video here with you, and then I want to talk a little bit more about discipline. All right, here we go. It's there's a little bit of language in here, so forgive me on that. So it's kind of a crude analogy, but the point in the end, what we're going to get into and talk about today, is actually really good. So stay tuned for this.
If there's one fucking key to life, in my opinion, discipline.
Okay. I'm fucked.
I mean, discipline's everything, guys. Discipline's everything. It's also really hard.
Yeah.
But when I looked at it like this, it kind of changed how I thought about it.
Okay.
Discipline is action or lack thereof. You either do something or you don't do something.
Okay.
You have discipline.
Do you need a lot of discipline to have sex?
Hell no.
Right. It's an action, though.
Hell no.
So if I have a definition, the idea is like, can I break the definition? If I can break the definition, then it can't be that, because
fair. Okay.
I was in the gym space, right? And so I had all these trainers who would like lecture people on how they weren't disciplined, but I was like, y'all aren't disciplined, and they were like,
oh my goodness, I lost service. Are you kidding me? Like, how do I play this?
What do you mean? I wake up
There we go. Let's see if it continues. Come on, baby. It's going to come on. So again, this is about to make his punchline right here.
5 a.m. every day, and I go to the gym. I was like, because you.
Come on. This is killing the punchline.
Fucking like it. That's not discipline. It's about doing the things you don't like to do for an extended period of time without getting reward. So the more disciplined you are is how many times can you do a punishing event without receiving reward in a row? And then discipline then becomes not are you disciplined or not disciplined, but how disciplined are you?
If there's one
how disciplined are you? That is something that was like, wow, okay. And I love that discipline, that definition of discipline there, because he's totally right. Like, it doesn't take discipline to do something that you like to do, whether that be go out and play basketball, whether it be go out and play disc golf, go out and shoot guns, ride four-wheelers, whatever that is, right? Whatever your hobby is. Doesn't take discipline to do that. You can do that any time of the week, and you would enjoy it, right? But the things that you have to do in business and entrepreneurship are the things that you don't like. And until you do those consistent without seeing, like, reward from that, you're never going to know what true discipline is. You're never going to really feel what true success feels like, because that's what it – and I say true success, that's a scary term. Better be careful with the way I phrase that. What I mean by that is you're not going to know what that feeling of, like, accomplishment feels like, from a sense of, okay, hey, I worked, and I actually achieved the goal. I should not use success as the term for that. But anyway, you know what I mean. And I just want you to really think about that. I really want you to mull over that and be like, okay, what is discipline in my business? How do I become disciplined? And what are the tasks that I need to be doing? And, like, for me, the definition of that is, so we talk through, and I like selling, right? This is maybe not it's maybe a skewed definition here, but I like selling. But I don't like doing all the things that you have to do necessarily to sell. And so that's the follow-up process, right? And it's the cold reach-outs, and it's the cold door knocks. And it's a numbers game. It's literally just a numbers game. How many times can I do this without landing a customer that how long can I do that without giving up? Because eventually a customer will land, and eventually I will see reward for that. But how disciplined am I to do that until I see a reward, right? And so maybe it's not something that moves the needle as much as this, like that, like sales in their business either. Maybe it's one of those things where it's like, okay, hey, the discipline is waking up every day and going and working on your books for 30 minutes, right? Or maybe it's loading receipts in, or managing time better, or, like, pick your poison. What is it? But maybe it's that you pick one of those things and you excel at it through a process of discipline, of doing it when you don't want to do it. And the problem is a lot of guys and girls don't have the wherewithal, or here's our famous word, discipline, to actually do it. So what can you do day in and day out to make yourself more disciplined? And I highly encourage you to pick one or two or three things that you struggle with and that are not easy for you and that you don't necessarily enjoy doing, and say, okay, I'm going to do these for an extended period of time, and I'm going to do this for maybe 6 weeks. And at the end of those 6 weeks, I'm going to look and say, man, I accomplished a lot of the 6 weeks, even though I maybe haven't seen true reward, or I've done it for 6 weeks, and hey, the first 4 didn't give me anything, but the last 2, I've really compounded and gotten a lot because I stayed disciplined during those first 4. So I don't know what discipline is for you, but I want you to find it and put something into action. Action is what it takes. And, I think I was on a call the other day on our roundtable, and actually we got in discussion just about this, that, and what are things that we can do. I can't figure this out, but what it came down to was he was trying a lot of different things, but he didn't just, do it, right? And he's like, well, is this going to work or is this going to work? And I was like, you know what, man? This could work for you, because he asked me, is this going to work? I was like, I don't know if it's going to work, but you got to buy into something for an extended period of time. And I think one of an entrepreneur's scary traits is just that it's always moving on to the next thing. And what happens a lot of times is we can't buy into something for the long haul. You just get on something, you're like, okay, I'm going to do this, and then something new comes up, and you're like, well, I'm going to go do that now. And that is something that you cannot do. You have to be disciplined enough to stay in it and to do something for an extended period of time. And so find what that is for you and do it. Just take action on it. One of the things that I think a lot of us get caught up on is hearing and seeing other people out there in the industry and seeing their businesses grow, and you see that they're putting SOPs and systems in place and processes and all this stuff, and you're like, oh, this is good. Right. Go to the events. Yes. But you don't take anything away from it and actually put it into action. You may take something away, but you don't actually take action on it, right? And there's your problem. That is the problem. When you can't take action on something that you know you're supposed to be doing, there's your issue. And so it's a very timely message because, guys, you have LAL coming up. You're going to go up there to Michigan, and you're going to spend a lot of money and have a lot of time and, learn a lot of things. But if you go up there and you don't take anything away and go home and actually implement stuff, what's the point? Literally, what's the point? You're not going to get anywhere. You're not going to figure it out. You're not going to know and see true change because you're not actually taking action on it. You can hear it all day long, but until you actually put your stuff out there and get to work, you're never going to see true change. And that's in a lot of aspects of life, almost probably every area of life. That's your Christian walk, that's your day-to-day, that's your life as a husband, as a father. If you can't put these things in to action, people around you aren't going to see your life change either. If you can't set a plan for yourself every day to get up and do things that you know you need to be doing and stop doing things you know you're not supposed to be doing, you're not going to see true change. So what does it take? It just takes that simple word, discipline. But it can be kind of complicated sometimes. And maybe it's not complicated. It's just it's hard. And anything good worth achieving does not come easy. You're not going to find it. You're not going to find people out there who actually go and win at life and achieve big things that didn't do hard stuff along the way. And guess what? They don't have a poor, pitiful me mentality about it. That is another thing that I will get fired up on and really, ooh, buddy, I will go hard. There's so many guys out there, and it's not the majority of the industry. I don't want to say that, right? There's a lot of guys out there who are literally, they're learning, they're growing, they're trying to change, they're trying to grow, and it is hard. They got a bad luck of the draw. It's tough. But the poor, pitiful me mentality has to stop for some of these people. Because you're going to do this, and you're going to get so worked up about poor, pitiful me that you're literally never going to be able to do anything. Because you're so down in the dumps all the time. And it's just, you have to change your mindset. And I'm not talking about, really clinically depressed, you have true issues like depression, you're battling those things. I'm not making light of that at all. What I'm saying is, if you just have a Debbie Downer mindset 24/7, and you can't give a positive outlook on anything, then I'm just encouraging you and challenging you to try to make that change of having a positive outlook on life and having a positive outlook on even your challenges, right? Because even though you may be going through a challenge, it may suck. Guys, guess what? You can't change it. Just push through. Just push through and have a happy demeanor about you and a positivity that radiates to others. When we are in the worst of the worst situations and we can keep a positive attitude and know that we can learn from our mistakes and say, guess what? We're going to learn from this. We're going to be better from this in the long run. So I'm glad that this happened, right? I hate that we had to do this, is what we had to do to get to here, but in the end, I'm glad that we got this figured out. And when you can do that, like your whole life will change, because you'll be able to sit there and reflect on challenges with a whole different attitude than what the general public will, or someone who has that Debbie Downer mindset, someone who is just saying, "Oh man, I can't win at anything. This sucks. We're never going to get anywhere. I can't figure this thing out." Like those are all problems that those people face. They can't go day by day and see new things and see things for the beauty in them, right? And when you have that ability to do that, it sets yourself apart a little bit. And so even when you're in the middle of something, you don't bring other people down around you, right? And I'm not saying you don't take care of yourself and you don't grieve or whatever, right? That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying you need to make sure that you try very hard to have a positive outlook on life and try to lift others up. And in turn, you will be lifted up. Like, no doubt about it in my mind, you will be lifted up. You will win. You will succeed. You just have to do the simple steps along the way. And the simple ones, right, lead to harder ones. I'm not saying that this life is easy, because it's not easy. There's a lot of late nights, a lot of early mornings, a lot of stressful conversations, a lot of tough things you don't want to go through, a lot of downs, right? And then there's some ups too. And I just think that the majority of us out there, if we were as disciplined as we should be, and we did the things that we don't want to do when we don't want to do them for an extended period of time, even when you don't see results, the results will start to play out eventually, and you win, and you will succeed. Like, you will stand the test of time. So just get up the next day, get up tomorrow, and put a positive look on your face and say, guess what? We're in the trials right now. We're in the thick of it, but I'm going to figure out a way to get through this. I'm going to figure out a way to come through it better, and I'm going to help somebody else along the way who's also going through it or has gone through it in the past. Maybe they can help me, but I'm going to have a positive attitude towards them. Nothing crazy today, guys. Just a little food for thought. I hope that helps you just a little bit. I can't wait to see you in Michigan. If this resonates with you and come chat about it in Michigan with me, come on. Come hang out. Let's talk. I'm going to be around for the weekend for LAL. It's going to be a great time. Looking forward to it. Looking forward to seeing you all there and having a great week. So you guys take it easy. Travel safe. And we'll see you on Saturday in Michigan. Without any further ado, guys, let's wrap this one up. I'll catch up with everybody here on the next one.
Thanks for tuning in to the Growing Green podcast. It is an honor to have you listening, and we hope you receive valuable advice to help take your business to the next level. Don't forget to follow the podcast so you'll be notified when our next episode drops.